I do have a few questions. What is your best marketing plan or strategy for listing my home? And what are the
Okay, so great. That really actually kind of leads into this. I want you to know that this meeting in this setting at any time when I work with a client, it's about what's you, it's about you, and it's about what's most important. Okay, so that'll be my goal as we go through. So you kind of gave me those are your main things. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being that this meeting is everything that you were expecting, and a 1 being that I waste your time, what has to happen today for this to be a 10 for you? What's the most important thing?
The most important thing is just your plan on listing my home.
Okay. Okay. And these other things you would say are the 9s or the 10s
right.
are important. Okay, great. All right. So the number 1 thing is what's my plan?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, that'll be my goal as we go through this, because that's most important for you. And I'll tell you that the plan is something that it would be something that you and I decide that we're going to do together. Okay? All right. So I want you to know that I want to arm you with all the facts and all the information that you're going to need to make a sound business decision. So a big part of what I do is I'm a real estate consultant. And so I want to take the time to understand what your wants and what your needs are, and then place that ahead of everything else. Okay? It's about you. It's about what's most important for you. So as we go through this, I want to arm you with a plan, that plan, that's going to either satisfy or exceed your expectations. Okay? Now, as we go through this, what that also means is I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, and that may not necessarily always be what you want to hear.
Right.
But the difference is that could be thousands of dollars in your pocket.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, good. So I've got a couple of goals myself as we go through this. And the first thing is that I want to review your motivation to sell the home. And after that, we'll basically put together the plan and the price and the terms that'll get the job done. And then I'll answer any other questions that you've got. And then finally, we'll decide if we're a good fit or not. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I did a lot of research for you on this, and you've got a very interesting scenario going on around you.
Okay.
Right?
I do.
Okay, so the first thing I did is I pulled up your listing whenever you bought it. And that was back in February 2009.
Correct.
And I looked at the property description, and one of the things that it says is that there is the home site back to a beautiful nature trail. And in my preparation for this day, I went and previewed all your competition. So I went and looked at 7 homes that you would be competing against that are on the market now, as well as 2 homes that are currently under contract. And as I drove the neighborhood, I noticed that there are about 100 lots behind you that are being developed.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And so I dug in and found that there are actually 2 builders in there. One is Ashton Woods and one is Syntex Homes. And basically what happened was Syntex bought 204 lots. And they sold 102 of them to Ashton Woods. And so I dug in and called those builders and found out exactly what the product types are. And I think if you sit down and talk to a lot of real estate agents, if you probably talk to friends and family, you would probably hear that would be a negative. Have you heard anything like that?
No, but I just assumed that would be a negative because when I bought the home, Kimball went bankrupt.
Right.
I bought the last home.
Right.
So it sort of messed up all the plans that initially we thought were going to happen when we bought that home.
Right.
So,
right. And then the other lots that are in the 204 lots were actually tied up in bankruptcy proceedings for the last 2.5 years. And what happened was that Syntex bought all 204 lots, and then he sold 100, exactly half of them to Ashton Woods. And so it's pretty active in there right now. When you drive the neighborhood, Syntex has actually sold 9 homes in the last 5 weeks. And Ashton Woods is building their models right now. And so when I initially looked through these comps, typically what a real estate agent will do or an appraiser will do is they'll just look at the last 6 months. But what we're seeing, what we're experiencing is that this market has been trending this way for 5 years. And in many ways, unless something else changes, we've hit bottom and it's shifting back the other direction. And this is kind of evidence of it because there's so much activity going in there. They're selling houses, they don't even have a model on the ground.
Right.
So when I look at the comps, really, the comps, I looked at your neighborhood, I did a 1 mile radius, then I did that entire area of Arlington and Mansfield. And it basically showed that the home should sell for about $190,000. And I wouldn't doubt it if you probably hear that today from some other folks. So I went and looked at all the other homes that are priced at $185,000 and $190,000 and took detailed notes on every single one of them. Every single one of those homes that was listed between $185,000 and $190,000 had laminate countertops. A lot of them had wallpaper, dated 1990s wallpaper in the bathrooms and in the kitchen. And a lot of them had laminate flooring and carpet that needed to be replaced. Now, you told me your home was a 9 out of 10, and the only thing that you needed to do was the landscaping. And when I drove by your garage doors, I saw all the flowers in the garage, so it looks like you've got a plan on that as well.
Right.
So your home has got granite countertops, is that correct?
Yes.
And a media room.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and so to me, it's not, even though I haven't walked through it, based on what you told me and based on what I've looked at, it's at another level compared to these other homes. And the homes that I did walk through, they had quarry and granite countertops, and they had the media room, and those are the ones that are under contract. So I actually see that there is a very unique opportunity for you. And what we are doing on this, what was that?
3 minutes.
3 minutes left. Okay. All right, so here's what I would recommend. The Syntex home, the Syntex builder is building between 119 and 164. The floor plan that is the same size or close to the same size as yours starts at 164. I talked to the builder up there. On average, they put the average buyer puts $20,000 into those homes. The way that they're building them has vinyl flooring, 30-inch cabinets, and laminate countertops. It's nowhere comparable. The Ashton Woods product, the same size floor plan as yours, they're starting at $220, and then without granite, we're going to upgrade from there. You owe $182, $189, and you owe $189. So basically, you'd have to sell your home for $205,000, $206,000 in order to break even. There's a home that's $224,000 right around the corner from you, and it's showing off the charts, and it's listed for lease for $1,950 a month, and they're about to sell that thing. So I believe we could price the home at $210,000, and my team is qualified. We know we're professional. We know how to convert all that buyer activity. We can price your home there, and we'll beat the overpriced builder, and we'll outclass the lower priced builder, and we can take advantage of all that momentum that's come back into Southland and sell your home. And I think we have a really good chance of you breaking even or doing a little bit of money in your pocket. And I know that you also own a home in Katy, Texas. So are you is that a rental property?
It is a rental property.
Okay, so you mentioned that you would lease if you couldn't sell. So if we hit a point where the numbers don't work for you, I own rental property as well. I can walk you through that. It's going to be whatever's best for you. So I believe there's a huge opportunity with what's going on with the builders, and I can make that happen for you. Yeah. My plan is to take advantage of those builders, of what's going on around you. As far as the commission goes, we have options on that. We do 6%, and we go up from there. Obviously, this is a long-term deal. We could sit down and talk about that, but the standard would be 6%. We offer 3% of the 6 to the agent that brings the buyer. Okay, and then we go from there. As far as marketing goes, everybody, this company knows how to sell homes better than anybody else. I sold over 85% of my listings I listed last year, and my business has grown 700% since 2006. So I know how to sell them. I know how to get you the price. All right? You have any other questions?
I don't at this time.
All right, let's do it.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.